this morning, including my co-anchor, Lindsay Gardner. She's out in the field this morning by the bridge, taking a look at things now that the sun is up.
Yeah, we are on the ground here this morning, giving everyone at home a look at what the potentially biggest traffic nightmare Jacksonville has ever seen is looking like here on the ground. Here in Arlington, we're also letting folks at home know what this means for Sunday with the Jags game. Good morning to you, everyone at home. It's Action News this morning at 7:30. I'm Lindsay Gardner.
And I'm Mike Barnes. Let's get right to our Derek Odom right now to look at some of the alternate routes out there to avoid the bridge this morning.
Yeah, you got to. It's already, traffic is building up in the areas. I'm sure Lindsay will attest when we go back out to that live shot. Of course, the Hart Bridge is your main alternate route into and out of downtown. The problem is going to be getting to the Hart Bridge. We're already seeing congestion in the area and a crash Atlantic eastbound at 295. Police are en route to that scene, but we're already seeing a slow ride on Atlantic Boulevard as you make your way over to the Hart Bridge. 15 miles per hour there as you cross over University Boulevard, making your way toward the Hart system. So already slow going in that area. Seeing some congestion on Beach Boulevard as well, heading to the Hart system. So just plan on that extra drive time. I think JSO was recommending 30 to 60 minutes of extra drive time as all those commuters who normally use the Matthews are making their way over to the Hart system. And then, of course, the normal slowdowns in other areas of town. 10 eastbound stop-and-go traffic, 12 minutes from 295 into I-95. That's the very latest from the Safe Touch Security First Alert Traffic Center. More than Matthews Bridge coming up in just a second. Now with a look at your weather. Good-looking weekend forecast is meteorologist Tom Johnston.
Not bad at all, Derek. Thank you very much. It is officially autumn, and we do have a taste of fall in the air out there right now. Here's a look at the airport, JIA, where the sun is shining. And it's cool, 66 degrees officially in Jacksonville. That's our First Alert Skycam network, 66 here, as well as down to the south in Stark and to the north in Brunswick. So consistently cool away from the coast. If you're from Jax Beach down to Ponte Vedra, St. Augustine, you guys are still in the 70s. First Alert Doppler HD, pretty quiet. A few coastal showers passing as we head through the overnight and morning hours, especially, say, into tomorrow morning. But overall, dry, partly sunny and pleasant with highs in the lower 80s today. 7:32, we'll send it back to Mike.
All right, Tom, thank you. The waterways underneath the bridge are back open this morning. Engineers are reviewing the damage of the Matthews Bridge. This after that massive ship ran into the side of it. The Matthews Bridge is closed indefinitely. Now, the collision between the ship and the bridge happened just after 2 o'clock on Thursday afternoon. The roadway and the water underneath was shut down for a brief time. Action News was in the sky following the breaking news as it was unfolding. We saw a series of, we saw the impact from the evening commute, and now we are preparing for the commute this morning as well. We're probably well into it right now. Action News' Lindsay Gardner leads off our team coverage. She's in Arlington on one side of the bridge. What are you seeing so far this morning?
Well, traffic is picking up here this morning, Mike. Good morning to you. We have already seen one accident right here on University Boulevard North where we are. Right here where it narrows into one lane where folks are trying to avoid the ramp that is now closed onto the Matthews Bridge here in Arlington. This is just north of the Arlington Expressway. We had one accident here on 640. It was a fender bender. I've also seen two other ones nearly happen. One of them live here on the air when I was joining you at 6:30 this morning. Now, this news story is really centered on Arlington. We know the impacts are a chain reaction. They're going to affect a lot of people. 100,000 cars travel the Matthews Bridge every single day. Those cars have to go somewhere. So a lot of commutes going to be impacted here. Lives all across Jacksonville. Morning routines are changing. But again, the focus is the Arlington area. That's where we are this morning. I want to bring in our Brian Baker. Brian, you've been out speaking with people in Arlington this morning. What do they have to say?
Well, and you mentioned Arlington. They're obviously very frustrated. This directly impacts their morning commute. But when you think about it, the bridge might be in Arlington. However, we're talking about an area that is fed into from people that live at Atlantic or Neptune Beach, even Mayport, basically north of Beach Boulevard. You're getting downtown if you work or have to go down there via the Matthews Bridge. And people are obviously very, very upset about the situation. This is the way the Matthews Bridge will look indefinitely. That's not good news for these two women who use it on a regular basis.
We come here maybe 3-4 times a week.
They already noticed the huge backup all over the area Thursday, just a couple hours after a Navy ship hit the bridge.
I came up University and it took me an hour, so it's bad.
And right now, no signs of getting any better. The bridge is the gateway into downtown from Arlington. But the road closed signs are out 2 miles before the bridge, telling drivers to take another route.
Just got to make another route.
But so are the thousands of others who call Arlington home or need to come and go to work. These two are just worried about how long they'll have to be dealing with this traffic nightmare.
It's going to be a mess. It's going to be a mess. I think it's going to cause a lot of problems for a lot of people.
And at 8 o'clock in the next half hour, we're going to dig into the details about what is exactly wrong with the bridge, how it can be fixed, and give you some more structural impact and details for you there, Lindsay.
All right, Brian, thank you there for that. Now, we also know on top of the morning commute and evening commute for folks that live and work here, we're talking about the Sunday game there down at Everbank, Jags versus the Colts. The Matthews Bridge, a large artery to get folks in and out of that area as well. Let's check in with our Deanna Betneshi about how the meeting of the minds here in downtown is going to try to reroute traffic ahead of Sunday. Deanna.
Well, we know how bad traffic got yesterday, and a lot of local drivers are worried just how bad traffic is going to get when the Jags game starts this weekend.
There's a reason you never see those construction crews working on the bridge during game days. That's because it's an important part of getting fans in and out every Sunday home game. Traffic is a problem for game days, even when the Matthews Bridge is open. That's just one of those things it's tough to avoid for any big-time sports complex. Now the Jags and JSO are putting their collective heads together. They're trying to come up with an adjusted plan for this Sunday's game. They'll announce the changes this morning at 11:30. No matter what they decide, a good plan is to start tailgating a little earlier and beat the rush.
We'll reach out to everyone to let you know what the weekend schedule is going to be. More than just a Jaguar game, there's walks downtown, there's other things that's going on that we want to get that word out to the public as well. So Matthews is a very popular bridge.
Obviously, the immediate concern for sports fans is Sunday's game against the Colts. But keep in mind, we're just a month and a half away from Florida, Georgia. An even larger crowd trying to get to Everbank on game day.
Now, I did speak to JSO officers, and they say they're going to be posting a lot of traffic updates on their social media pages to let a lot of out-of-towners know about this traffic situation before they come here. Lindsay?
And Deanna, speaking of JSO here this morning, we've already seen one of their choppers doing several loops above us here this morning, getting a look from the sky at how this situation looks below. We're going to stay on the ground here for you this morning, bringing you up to date about this situation here in Arlington and how the Matthews Bridge shutdown is impacting folks here in Arlington and all across Jacksonville. For now, live on University Boulevard, I'm Lindsay Gardner. Back to you.
All right, Lindsay.